So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a one-on-one match. But before I talk about that one-on-one match, we gotta talk about Sami Zayn. Now, Sami Zayn was arguing with Adam Pearce backstage, and he was talking about his loss against Johnny Knoxville at WrestleMania. But then he said, the next guy that walks through that locker room door, I'll be facing them in a match tonight. How about that? And Adam Pearce is like, okay, I'm down for that. And then the next guy that walked through the locker room immediately after they said that was Drew McIntyre. And yeah, Adam Pearce looks at him. He goes, "Alright, it looks like you'll be in a match against Drew McIntyre." And at first, Sami Zayn was like, "No, I don't want to face Drew McIntyre." How about the next guy that walks through the locker room? He said, Adam Pearce was like, "No, Drew McIntyre was the guy that walked through the locker room door, so you're face him." And then Sami Zayn was like, "Okay, if I beat Drew McIntyre, I get my respect back on SmackDown. So yeah, I'll go ahead and beat him then." So yeah, looks like later on tonight we will see Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre one-on-one later on tonight on SmackDown. But then after that, we seen like a cameraman or whatever come up to Adam Pearce and give him a letter, and Adam Pearce was reading the letter, and then Pearce looks at the cameraman. He goes like, "Go tell Ronda Rousey that I said I don't get the time to speak to her right now." So yeah, that's what he said. So yeah, it looks like the letter was from Ronda Rousey, and he said he don't got time to speak to her. But then we get to the match. Gunther, even though I hate saying that freaking name, I don't know why they changed that name. But yeah, Walter will be in the match. He'll be in his, making his SmackDown in-ring debut on SmackDown, and he'll be facing against a guy named Joe Alonso on SmackDown. And before he had his match, he was making his entrance, and they went ahead and changed Marcel Barthel's name as well. They changed it to Ludwig Kaiser. So yeah, they changed his name as well. A stupid name change. Like, it's stupid. It's probably stupider than freaking Gunther. So yeah, a terrible name change. But yeah, we'll get to the match. Gunther versus Joe Alonso. And it was of course, Gunther was going to freaking dominate this whole match. But while fans was chanting Walter the whole time, we seen the announcers try and save it pretty much, saying like, yeah, they're chanting Gunther and all that. So yeah, they was obviously chanting Walter throughout the whole match. But then announcers trying to say, yeah, they're chanting Gunther pretty much. But yeah, again, like I said, we're in the match or whatever. Gunther hits the chop onto Joe, and then picks him up and hits a power bomb onto him, and then pins him for the 3 count. So yeah, Gunther defeated Joe Alonso tonight on SmackDown. That's what happened. And then after the match ended, which I'll get that match, since he actually won his SmackDown in-ring debut, unlike freaking Butch or Pete Dunne, I'll actually give that match 1.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. Well, actually, I'll give it 2 stars, just because he won his SmackDown debut. So yeah, that's why I'll give it. But then we had another SmackDown debut, Raquel Gonzalez, which they changed her name as well. Her new name is Raquel Rodriguez on SmackDown, which at least is a better name than Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser or whatever his name is. So yeah, is a even though I don't get why they changed her last name from Gonzalez to Rodriguez, is a better name. It's almost the same name change. At least she kept the first name, right? So yeah. But yeah, they changed her name as well. Like I said, better name change than Gunther and all them. But yeah, she was having an interview backstage, and we seen Angel and Humberto come up, and they was pretty much, trying to flirt with her and all that, saying, "Hey, can we give you a kiss?" She said, and then she said, "Absolutely not." And then she asked Caleb Braxton, was they always as annoying. So yeah, that's what happened there. But yeah, it looks like she made her SmackDown debut, and hopefully she'll make her in-ring debut as well soon. So yeah. But up next, it looks like we'll see Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss up next hosting Happy Talk on SmackDown. So yeah, that will be happening up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until the next time, happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later. Until then.